My name is Ogumerola Solomon. I'm a registered surveyor. I practice survey in Nigeria, registered by Surveyor Council of Nigeria. So I practice the art of surveying and geoinformatics in Nigeria. A survey plan is a document made by a registered surveyor describing the measurement, position, and portion of a piece of earth as relating to some other physical attributes. A survey plan is a very vital document. Now, the importance of a survey plan cannot be overemphasized because one, the survey plan acts as an identity to a piece of earth or a piece of land owned by an individual or a corporate entity. Now, the survey plan actually also serves as a frame of any document, most especially as relating to land or the piece of earth, just like I said earlier. Also, the survey plan gives the full essence to any property or any land transaction. It's a survey plan that actually substantiates what has been transacted on or what is being discussed as relating to that particular land or property. And the survey plan equally acts as a legal tender. Especially in the aspect of the law where the survey plan can be used as an exhibit. It's being used as an exhibit when it comes to land matters. So the survey plan is very, very cogent when it comes to that aspect as well. So the survey plan also, at any stage of documentation as regards to a property or a landed matter, the survey plan is a primary key that must not be left out, or is a major substance that is most required when it comes to any form of documentation. So the survey plan has a wide variety of importance, and most especially when it comes to planning, when it comes to land. For example, you can have a vast expanse of land. For you to plan, you need a survey plan to plan it out. So in order to get where you are going to put several usages or where you are going to put several infrastructures, a survey plan is very, very important when it comes to planning such a particular land. A survey plan acts as it's a very simple and important document that can be taken around anywhere. For example, we can't just all take our piece of earth or our land and put it in our pockets. But wherever we are in any part of the world, it's the survey plan that substantiates or tells us where a particular land is located or where a particular land resides. So the importance of survey plan is numerous and so much. A survey search is very important when buying property. Now, since we say the survey plan is identity to a piece of earth or land, now that is when the survey plan, the search for a survey plan comes into play, because for you you need to identify the person whom that piece of earth or that land is attributed to, and it's the survey plan that describes that. Now, the survey plan needs to be searched because the information attributed to the survey plan, or for example, we have the coordinates, we have the distance and bearings of the land, we have the size of the property equally defined in the survey plan, and equally the name of the person that owns the property is equally specified in the survey plan. Now, the search on the survey plan boils down to confirming if truly that person owns the piece of earth he's talking about, confirming truly if the surveyor that made the survey plan as at that particular point in time was actually the person that actually signed that survey plan is equally very important. Now, also when it comes with respect to the coordinates The coordinate is what is the geographic information which is attributed to the survey plan. That is what we use to confirm with respect to government interest. For example, in Lagos State, where you can't just buy a land anyhow. You need to do proper verifications. You need to be sure if that property it does not fall within the government jurisdiction, or does not fall within government-owned lands or property. Now, the survey plan will help to inform that, because with respect to the coordinate that is on the survey plan, you can use that to check at the survey department. Although you can give once you have the survey plan, once you consult your registered surveyor, you give him the survey plan. You can use that to confirm from the survey department, Office of the State Surveyor General, to know if that property does not fall within government interested areas, or a volatile area. Probably the area is a place where government proposed project is coming into. The survey plan helps inform such a person or such a client about what is happening in that particular area. So the coordinate attributed to that survey plan is what will be used by the surveyor to confirm the status of that property, to know the genuinity of the property. So the survey search is very, very, very important and plays a vital role when it comes to properties and when it comes to lands in general. The processes involved in getting the survey plan done, basically, first of all, you need to get in touch with a registered surveyor. And I mean a registered surveyor because, one, a registered surveyor is a person that has been registered by the Surveyor Council of Nigeria and has been given the authority to practice surveying throughout the Federation of Nigeria. Throughout the Federation, basically. So now, a registered surveyor, first of all, consulting a registered surveyor. After consulting a registered surveyor, informing him, okay, about what you want to do. Then the next thing the surveyor does is go to the site, get his equipment, visit the site, takes the measurements, takes the relevant measurement and necessary details that he needs producing the survey plan. And then the client and the surveyor discusses. Once they are done discussing, then the surveyor can make the survey plan. Actually, the process is not so ambiguous. It's very, very simple. Just contact a registered surveyor that you need a survey plan, and the registered surveyor comes up with a registered survey plan for you, the client. And the emphasis being on registered surveyor, because we have had a lot of instances where guys come and then pretend and act as if they are actually registered surveyors or surveyors in quotes. Meanwhile, they are not. So there are so many instances like that. So that is why the emphasis: get a registered surveyor, discuss with the surveyor, and then take him to the property, and he makes a survey plan for you. The cost of survey plan in Lagos State is being enumerated. We have a particular scale of fee which act as a guidelines for all surveyors in Lagos State, registered surveyors in particular. Now, the fee varies from location to location. So we have different locations being sectioned into different zones. So the fees varies from island to the mainland to the suburbs. So the fees varies, but basically, also what varies with respect to the scale of fee is also the type of title you decide to use on the survey plan, and also what comes as also a factor in the scale of fee is also the size of the property. So that also matters when it comes to the cost of survey plans. So that's the size of the property, the title on the survey plan, and also the location determine the price. So we don't have a particular fee, a particular fixed fee. The fees varies across board. It varies across different locations in Lagos State. So as of now, I can't just mention a particular fee for this particular location. It depends on what particular location the client's property is located or it's actually situated. So that is what determines the cost of survey plan. When buying a home or a land or a piece of land in Lagos State in particular, it is very important and very good that one, proper investigation be made on the survey plan of the property they are about to secure. Two, I will employ that you get a qualified surveyor, a qualified registered surveyor, whom can actually help you make investigation into the property you are about to procure, either if it is a home or if it is an apartment or if it is actually a land. The best is involve a registered surveyor, just like we will involve lawyers in transaction of properties or in any form of transaction. It is important when it comes to buying a home or buying a property or a land that you involve a qualified surveyor that can actually help to make investigation into the status of that actual property. We have a lot of development coming up, especially in Lagos State. The development rate is actually rapid. So we have cases where you have to check with drainage services, where you have to check with the road alignment, where you have to check with respect to, you have to check the property with respect to government interest on the land, because because a lot is actually going on, and just like the law says, they'll say in the court, ignorance is not an excuse. So we just have to be sure, get a qualified surveyor, let him help you make investigation into that particular land, into that particular housing unit you want to purchase. Let them verify the title, most especially with respect to the survey plan of that particular property. Verify it, check it that it is actually in situ. When I mean in situ, means if that survey plan actually describes the property you want to buy, if that particular survey plan describes that particular portion of land, you understand. So if it actually describes that particular portion of land, to be sure, okay, everything is okay with respect to government interest on it, and the property is free from any form of encumbrance from the government in any way whatsoever. So it is very, very, very vital, and it's very, very important that as you are involving lawyers in the transaction, a qualified surveyor is actually also brought into the book to actually help also check all these gray areas, especially when it comes to land matters. Understand? Because we have so many instances where survey plans are being recalled for corrections, there are rectifications for different titles, and all these boils down to the survey plan, because sincerely speaking, the survey plan is the foundation of any form of document, is the actual essence of any form of documentation when it comes to landing properties. You understand? So the importance of the survey plan is way beyond even emphasis itself. So it is so much. And now where we have people buying apartments, people buying units, you understand, that also can also equally be documented, and equally that can also be searched. You understand? So before you even buy the apartment or unit or the semi-detached, it is very important and very vital that the actual title covering the entire land, the survey plan in that title is verified and properly checked, that to ensure it is within it is done properly, and it is actually describing the property, and the property, and equally the survey plan wasn't a falsified survey plan. You understand? Because you have had instances where survey plans were falsified, and apparently because of that, a lot of people have to lose their property. So that is why a registered surveyor, a registered and qualified surveyor, is important to that property which you are about to buy and which you are about to take up. Now, since we have been talking about the survey plan, the survey plan is very, very, very vital and very, very, very important. Let's assume you have that particular property which you bought a long time ago and you can't even locate it. The survey plan is what will be relied upon, which you are going to give to a registered surveyor to use in retracing or locating that particular property. The survey plan is very, very important and very, very vital. So please, when buying that land, when buying that property, please engage a qualified and a registered surveyor to help with the investigation on that property. And when you want to when you need a survey plan, please always contact a registered qualified surveyor to help in making the survey plan for that property. It is very, very important. It's very, 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 very important and very, very vital, because we have a lot of guys out there perpetrating themselves and misrepresenting themselves as surveyors, which they are not. So it is very important to get a registered surveyor whom will help in making that findings as regards that property you're about to buy, making investigation on that survey plan, and equally helping you to make your survey plan. That will actually save you a lot of cost when it comes to investment in properties.